Yo. Just getting some stuff up. All right. Just working on some lighting effects. This is a more open concept. It's an open concept. Nah, this is just like, okay, this is more traditional style. Like, this is about as advanced as I made Gary's mod maps. That being said, like, most of the Fulbright stuff was already kind of activated. Messing around with lights is probably the most frustrating thing because this is all textured. It's just, you know, if you don't do lights right in your 3D game, you end up just giving yourself a seizure. My feedback volume was crazy. But now I'm just gonna try and rig up this, or yeah, I'm just gonna try and rig up this lighting. Created this generic chandelier light. Because ideally, I won't have to worry too much about this because I'm trying to actually set this up mainly for Cadeau. So I'll just be remaking all this entity stuff. I should really just be focusing on modeling and mapping, but you kind of have to play test the map, like especially when you're learning. I don't want to be like, I mean, if you're gonna make Quake maps, you gotta try and get something close to what it did, and if not, there's always, of course, the very awesome mapping community for Quake 1 and modding community for Quake 1. Again, gotta give a big shout out. This map is definitely inspired by Dump Truck DS's entity tutorial series. I'm basically doing a mock-up of that because I'm trying to, again, practice my entities. I got a really interesting one going that I'm going to demo later, but it's like, you want to make sure that you can do the more advanced stuff, because that's where it actually gets interesting. Because just having, like, push the button, open the teleport door isn't a fun map concept. Again, too much localized light. Seems like this one fires more intensely than the others, but they're in different spots. Very strange. It might actually have more to do with their location close to the wall. Wow, these are not very powerful lights. I should bump up the intensity. Let's try and get even lighting for this corner. Oh, well. Might be too much. Yeah, that is very intense. I kind of like it. This is what this is what the light looks like during like an eclipse sometimes, where you're just like, and then all of a sudden on the opposite end of a building, it's like pitch black, and you're like, Honestly, this is the most Lovecraftian thing about Quake 2. Nah, that's the dimensional shamblers. It's too powerful at 10 times. Maybe like twice. Getting there. This is the correct brightness. This is the correct brightness, but it's just omnidirectional. I gotta look at a way to have the light point down, but really it shouldn't be that important. Really, I should just be able to... Honestly, I should focus more on other things, but we'll be there soon enough. In fact, I kind of wanted to knock down this wall anyway, so then we can see the walkway or the build up to the church. Because this will be Cathedral Central, and we can do some cool stuff with keys up here. But that's outside of the drafting phase. And really, I'm okay with these being full dark, just black. The regrettable thing is there's just not a whole lot of awesome test textures pre-made for TrenchBroom. Like, the most common ones seem to be based off of other games or based off of Quake, and Quake just doesn't, like, the Quake textures don't really include that. They're all, there's no full bright orange or red. But the problem is the map pack that I have doesn't have like, the most extreme colors are this blue and this yellow. That's the reason why they're there, because this is an important feature later. But red, tan, and the skybox was actually a compromise, because it just seems like the most obvious way to keep the horizon level, like, in mind. That plus it was like, okay, let's see how I would make a skybox, or how I know how to make a skybox just because of Hammer. But see if we can die from up here. For sure, for sure. Oh, it's only 5 points? Ranger is just like, nah. Trent Reznor's voice just like, The problem with TrenchBroom is then all of a sudden you can pretty easily start playing Quake. And now that I know how to like set it up with Arcane Dimensions, like I'm really afraid that I might start just playing other people's maps instead of mapping myself, because there are some crazy good maps out there. Now the truth is this has to be brought down. Yeah, and I have to apologize if I stand up at any point in time, because I injured my back this week, unfortunately. Everything's good, everything's fine, but this is the first day that I'm only putting like salve on it. I'm not like taking any anti-inflammatories or anything. Gotta work out when you're working in an office or just sitting on your butt all day. It's not good. It's only because like I'm a certain way through this program. Lol. Been really happy with these actually. Yeah, you see these if I hide the webcam, you can see these are like all the Fulbright textures. Otherwise, you're just like in darkness or looking at this blue thing. I mean, I kind of have more of a affinity for the classic Valve orange levels. That's why this guy's all orange. Speaking of which. Nice. You should be able to see it now. That was the original model I made. But the thing was, I thought that, you know, 64 by 64 was probably like, that's probably really big. That's probably really big, like for grid size. And it turns out like Quake Guy is one of these boxes. So it was just actually way too tiny. This is rough, but eventually I'm gonna round off the corners and make like something kind of more real. Plus this is way too high. Really, you gotta set somebody for scale every once in a while. Makes playing it hard. I swear, there's just some people out there who are just total freaking psychos. Ah. Yeah, I've been icing my back and stuff, but... Psst. Honestly, this is the tool I like the least. Oh my god. Honestly, I'd much prefer it to be a more distant thing that kind of grows out, but that's just not necessary. But I am willing to have that be true as a concept, so I'm gonna knock this wall. Thank you. And it really just needs to look churchy. I don't... And like right now, it's just gonna look like a blob. But I'm thinking like Dracula's castle, house on haunted hill, like you look up and you're like, that's the spot. Cool so far. Nice, I think I did that right. Ha ha ha! Yeah! It's all about grabbing the brush. Okay. I don't know, maybe. Yeah! Okay, I don't think these are the same dimensions, but that's pretty close. That's gonna be really confusing in here for a little bit. Ugh. Oh, shoot. That looks weird. Decision time. Do I make it? I kind of have to. Kind of have to. Okay, what happened there? So I got both of them, right? I thought I got both of them. They're just not even enough for the engine? TrenchBroom? Yeah, that's fine. I do have to make a decision about this. Oh. We're gonna just... Thank you. Now, that's the issue. Oh shoot. Okay. Well, that's good to know. The cool thing is there's like just a lot of ideas that I have about like making compact maps that hop on top of each other, but efficiently, because we have to find space in here for monster closets as well, and ideally you would want a map that's 3 times as long as this, like, or at least 3 complexities more than this. I think that's when you like really fine tune down into like gameplay. But that's why we do these kind of things. This is why I'm forcing myself to live stream this stuff. Not that I don't enjoy doing this stuff. It's just helps keep me concentrated on it. Jeez. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So I didn't really have any plans for some kind of view there. Honestly, it would be nicer to have this more compacted, but Hopefully that just makes whatever merge happens easier. Yeah, because this way I could switch to a 32. Hopefully round that off. Way, way big. I am going to playtest this, then I'm going to take a 2-minute walk break just for my back and to check on my ice pack. But that seems to be the issue with these live streams. I don't know how like people on TV do it. Well, they do it because they prep and practice. The fuck? Oh. Yeah. Those were all together. Ugh. This is just gonna be a big, dark box of nothing. Except for that tall corner, I guess. Standing desks are really important, in my opinion. Ooh. That's embarrassing. We did it, America. Okay. So it's the same problem on the other side too. That's the problem is like shift controls don't really work, and I prefer to kind of move around like I'm in the game when I'm doing these things. Yes. I mean, I made it one shorter on each side technically. So we're not grabbing it. Up top it's good, down at the bottom it's fine. Alright. Embarrassment over. Oh gosh. Yeah, like I'd rather have like green walls right now than the current thing, because it just makes me think of gross Super Mario ROM hacks. If it's just this castle wall texture, kind of broken castle wall texture. But we could have like bed of lava or just dark chasm leading to the battlements of the castle. Like just way, way, way too deep of a drop. Like eternally falling right around there, but we have like battlements, so it's like, okay, there's a structure, there's a substructure down here. And this is where we could shove some monster closets and other stuff. Just a couple knights down here. Ah. Yeah, dude. Don't hurt your back. Got ledge up here. Teleporter will come into play here, but again, I needed to bring something in closer for scale. Like, unfortunately, just the black shape singular. There's ways to address it. Do I make every face different? We could do something like we did this. What's the most prominent feature? Well, pretty soon I'm not going to need the ground texture to be white, so... Well, actually the surface texture will have to get more complex because we're going to turn these into stairs, like... I want this to be a medieval map. I want this to be like, you know, a dense structure that's believable, it's livable, it's not a weird sterile plaza in a sci-fi world. Like a future mall for nobody or nothing. I mean, right now it's just bad textures. Hey everybody, who's ready to have a seizure while I play, while I live stream, what's it freaking called? Cruelty Squad. Or Lilith.pk3. Oh goodness. Ah. So, man, I wish I had some like highlight demos I could play of Slayer's Testament while I'm away. That's what I'll do next. Is like I'll have like a stream buff where I just play some old content, like not old content, but just pre-recorded content. I should have thought of that. I mean, I was like a freaking. I used to do these live show stuff, and we would have pre-recorded content all the time. It would give us a 5-minute break. Honestly, that's probably what so much of it is. They're like, here's the lazy joke that we have, and then I have to record it on a Tuesday, so I don't have to have a live take of whatever. But also, if I need to show up on The Office and record some lines, like Sunday, I can. Wow. Let me see if I have a demo for Quake I can play. Alkaline's really cool. Demo, no. Let's just go with default. Demo 1. I think this will work. Alright, cool. I just been muted. Hey, everybody. No. But needs some work. But this would be the main garrison. This would be the build-up to the cathedral, leading back down. This here. Yeah, we can stand to. I mean, this is more so inspiring me to have many rooms. Or at least many monster halls, closets. Things that like fall in, swoop in, and okay. Honestly, I should go for three color. I mean, we could do one where it's like 4, but this way we swap it every turn. I hate having to think in 3-dimensional shapes. Okay. Yeah. God damn it, my back. My back fucking hurts. Ow. Well. I don't know if I could go live with this one anymore. Ow. Yeah. Feel really bad about the end there, sorry. I've just been really freaking stressed out. It's like a vice grip. Don't mess up your back, ever. Here I am estimating that that's gonna pay off. Anyway, this has been a really kind of boring video, but I'm gonna switch it up by being, hey, let's take a look at the progress that I had on my other one. So we have that guy, he actually walks in a pattern, so he walks directly that way. And then after that, he just sort of spins out, turns to the right, and like comes down over here. That's what the ogre does. I have spawns, people later in that, like, this was just me testing out the ogre and testing out that like kind of event. Because unfortunately, like the way this map works is we start in a different room. But this is where we start, we pick up our stuff, we kill everybody who was already on the map, walking around or doing whatever. And then we get into this area, secret door button. Found the secret area, we pick this up, and that actually teleports brand new set of enemies from a monster closet nearby. And that's it. But I'm hoping that, you know, I'll get around to adding more complexity to this map. The problem was I was just getting really, really tired. I'd been in these like 6 rooms for a week and a half. Just being like, okay, what can I do next here? I guess I could have it open up into that. but it's just, you know, getting down into like the modeling of this stuff is where you have to go kind of next for your ideas. And I feel really comfortable with just like the blocky shapes right now. It's like a little bit of Minecraft meets a little bit of like Roblox or whatever. And I want to get better at entities before I start thinking all the way about verticality. Because the problem is I usually go vertical first, and then I end up scaling the project wrong, so it's just like all of a sudden everything's really, really tall and like at an extreme incline. So I'd rather it all start out flat and then we change it a little bit. That's just what psychs me out about some of those maps where it's like, okay, you go like vertical almost the entire time, but you have to design that, thinking about that in mind, on the fly. But this is my first like set of maps, so I don't know what I'm complaining about. I'm feeling pretty good actually, so let's check out my favorite Quake mod. This is Slayer's Testament. Really, really super cool. Really cool Quake 1 mod. All right. It's actually pretty cool. Like, hello. It's not perfect, it's not everything, but this is incredible for Quake. It's pretty impressive. I don't know anything about the people who made this other than they're super cool. There we are. And so you can go up here for the main campaign. This is like a remake of Doom 2016. Like, we'll play the first little bit here. But even has like the glory kills, which is insane. And the maps work for this stuff too. Got the helmet, of course. This is one of the best mods I've ever played. Because it's just straight up Doom 2016, one of my favorite games of all time. Like, honestly, it's what made me a total Doom fan, because Doom, the original Doom, I never super liked. Spicy takes. But I just thought it was so cool that they had taken it back in such a way. And I thought it was really kind of fun. And it got me to explore Doom 2. And it got me to explore Wolfenstein again. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh. Confused by some spawns of the Cacodemon. This is probably because I'm on a different difficulty. And I loaded in. But yeah, you got the alt fire even. It's incredible. Well, everything's broken right now. Yeah. But I've been really digging the community maps, because there are community maps even for this game. So here's some deathmatch maps, which is really kind of cool as an idea. Then we got wave challenge maps, which I haven't messed around with, but if they're anything like Doom Eternal's wave challenges, that'd be pretty cool. The repurposed Quake maps are like an interesting like remix. They got the OG maps over here. The custom maps are really awesome. And then this is an alternate Doom 1, Doom 2 kind of inspired story. It's not really a story, but you know, the textures they use is very similar to like Phobos Anomaly and, you know, the main progression of the campaign of Doom, the campaigns of Doom 1 and 2. I'm more into the community maps. My favorite map right now is Fist Bump a Demon. This one is so cool. This one is like, honestly, would have been the best map ever on Doom 64, I think. I'm a Doom 64 newbie, but wow. Okay. Get extra ammo, spawns this guy. Then we get extra armor. Quick glory kill real fast. It plays like the Doom Eternal music and the Doom 2016 music, and it's really good. It's I just don't know if I'm gonna get content striked for that. I probably can play it because they're super into people streaming that game. I don't know if this like game is glitched though, or this map is glitched, because I don't think I end it properly, but I just think it's such a good map. So you press that, and now it just straight up, here we go, we can start adding the weapon mods, because this community map was made like, okay, you play Slayer's Testament, so here it is all at once, so you can get your stuff, which I really appreciate, because you kind of want to like experience everything, but I don't really want to like replay all of Doom 2016 and Quake 1. It's really impressive, but I think I'm only gonna get like a map or two. I like the community small maps a little bit more, just because it's a little bit more digestible for me with my work schedule. Honestly, this is more of a testament to the fact that Doom Doom Eternal is more of a Quake game than a Doom game. Shots fired. God, what a prick. Nice. There's something back there. This part's pretty goofy. I think this is funny. But I think this map is awesome. Like this skybox, I really want to get more skybox textures. But the cool thing about this is it's like, this is a little bit better than the really good Doom Eternal mod for Doom 1 and 2, like Embers of Armageddon. only because Doom 1 is not made with any kind of verticality in mind. Plutonia Experiment works really well as a Doom Eternal map. It would actually be perfectly awesome to remake. But Doom 1, like E1, M1, you're just like, you're not supposed to be up here. You're just like up on top of like everything. You can immediately cheese nuke plant and jump above, like up into like those kinds of spaces. And they really weren't anticipating you to do that, not until like Quake, really. Doing stuff that like American McGee was like trying to figure out while building like master levels for Doom 2. Or I don't know, like Sandy Peterson, like trying to get the demo levels from all those different megawads. I think that the maximum Carnage megawad that was sold with mission pack for Doom 2 is like it's like 19 or 1,984 IWADs. As soon as you fall into the lava, it's just game over. Old school, baby. I have died to the lava more than anything else, except for the very end, because I don't know how to finish this map. I might be doing something wrong. I will say that this room is very front heavy. Like, you open the door and then the Hell Knights jumps in and you're back in the room that you just cleared. So what are some ideas about spacing that out? Because honestly, we get into the other room and it's kind of sparse. Like, we got this. This is fine. No chainsaw, so fuck. I die to the lava, like, all the time, because I expect... I don't know when I have the upgrades I need. Oof. Honestly, not having the ability to open that door until you clear out, like, the best part of the new Doom games is the verticality. Like, the movement system in Doom Eternal is the perfect blend of Mario simplicity with FPS controls, so you can have a competitive FPS game that has, like, vertical maps that you traverse where you're not just in a platform. There's very few platforms in Doom Eternal. Like, outside of there are functional platforms and entities that resemble, that have the same purpose and the same utility as platforms, but they're done in more interesting ways. And that is ideally what can be done, and why I'm excited about the fact that straight up this has the Doom Eternal and Doom 2016 ledge feature. Let's check it out. You can just right there. Going. Yeah, I made those other saves on... This is Quake Spasm Spiked, which is my preferred way now of playing. Now that I've had some experience with Quake, it's definitely a more graphically pleasing port than a real port or an authentic port, because it has like particle effects, there's lighting effects, and even like I think a bit of shading that's done. Not just with like the little highlight thing that, oh god, not just the little highlight thing that Slayer's Testament does. Do not mess your back up. Damn it. Okay, now we got double jump. And then double sprint as well. Okay, the sooner we get out of here, the better. Honestly, if I was a little smarter, I could have just avoided the pistol upgrade and immediately upgraded the railgun. Would have been a cooler alternative, but make what you do. Make do with it. I think that's the creeper. It's like the teleporting monster from Doom Eternal. Super Shotgun so far just seems to be the one from Doom 2016, which is very impressive because it really feels like it in terms of its use in game, its damage output, the way that it deals with like these enemies. You're like, wow, this is the imitation is very authentic. And that's of course what this mod is going for. Like, what is possible? These demakes are crazy. But I think that this is a really good map. It's called Fist Bump a Demon. Jesus. Jesus. Honestly, like, this is closer than we're gonna get to the newest Doom game for a while. Oh, jeez. Only because the current Doom game is still in full support. They're patching it and they're working on it even now, which is really kind of cool. Kind of stinks that they broke that stun lock thing, but because that's a legitimate way to kill a Marauder, I believe. And they obviously do as well, because they fixed it. But likewise, that like energy shield glitch with the minigun is definitely a bit too much of a actual just exploit. Like, that's just not what's supposed to happen, and it breaks the game. But, you know, plenty of maps. I don't know if this is Quoth. Nah, it's not Quoth. This is a cool idea. I guess this might be a more Slayer's Testament influenced version. Maybe the verticality is better represented. Because we could play like OG Quake. Nah, I'm gonna guess because of the placement of the weapons that this is just like more so the experience is full. Because certain elements of it are fine. This is kind of stupid. Do I need you need the radiation suit for like the entirety of all the water features? I don't know. Is it just because you're just like, yeah. It's just because it's too hard. Yeah, that's fine. It's just too much easier, I guess. Nice. Honestly, that's better spacing because everybody. Okay, that I was a little worried about that. I had never been locked inside of that secret before, so I was like, is this door even shootable? Fudge, man. Yeah, Koath is a really cool reimagining of this level. I think it's a little bit more cinematic than what we got. But you know, that was just 1996, so I didn't really miss out on anything. I was like 3 months old. Yeah, Quake's my favorite game right now. I mean, 3 months ago it was Oblivion, and 4 months ago before that it was Morrowind. Lol. I'm gonna try and do some more Morrowind VR stuff, but it's just like, what level do you want to get involved with it? How much time do I have to spend? It's such a cool game, and the fact that you're able to play it is awesome. I hope I don't regret too many of the things I've said today, or said on stream. I don't think I've said anything bad. I just think I've been... I hurt my stupid back, this stuff. Oof. This looks like it is a lot more difficult to get up. Fudge. Is there even a ledge trick I can do? Yeah, I'm not into it. I don't know how different these are, because I'm pretty sure I've played this one before. I don't know if I've played the classic ones. Oh, you have to actually kill him. Yeah, that's the nice thing about Quake 1, you can kill almost everybody. Oh. Yeah. I don't think I ran into a POV. I don't think I've ever ran into a map change before. The map for Slayer's Testament's campaign is like really big, really long. Because you actually go all the way outside into Mars, and it like keeps going for a while. It is roughly the same size as the real one. Honestly, wall spikes are my least favorite thing about Quake. I think there are better traps in this game. I gotta like jump at it from the side? Okay. Yeah, I think that uses the Doom Eternal, or the Doom 2016 grenade, because in Doom 2016 you don't have the shoulder. I just realized that was just the knight. Yeah, and that's just the ogre. How was I not like weirded out by that? I guess they only replaced like some of them. I don't know, you could probably drop in like the Shamblers or whatever. I think the Shamblers would be a great enemy. Hugo Martin, please. Quake boot, when? I mean, I hit that. Do I have to go from the opposite end? This is just what you gotta do. Do I have to get on the other side for some reason? I'm pretty sure that that button was the trigger. Because I need the silver key to keep going. This is Quake. Yeah, I had a really spicy take about how I liked the pistol in Slayer's Testament more than the starting pistol in Ultra Kill, but I realized that that one was a little too spicy of a take. I do want to at least get to the end of this one, but it's been about an hour. Press the button. This, do I have to actually like vault over? Ah. Okay, yeah. What do I expect? This is definitely like emphasizing the verticality, but not having the dash kind of sucks. Oof. Oh, so they changed it to a berserk instead of a... Yeah, that is kind of smart. I'd much rather deal with Jesus. These guys are annoying. Much rather deal with a pinky than the monster that actually spawns. Because that guy just like jumps at you. He just jumps across at you. It's like a giant head crab. It literally, they took that, the monster from, like, I swear they took the game files from Quake World and that cut red alien from Half-Life 1. That it looks like a lion and it jumps across the room at you. It's the same script, I swear, as like Quake's monster for that. I'm pretty sure that like the idea behind the jumping is all from Quake because, well, Quake was the engine where Carmack wanted to do the most jumping. It sounds like just 3D implementation, but that red monster is like the red cut content monster from Half-Life 1. Pretty much is the same monster, and it is equally just as like not fun to deal with in Quake as I would imagine playtesting in that game is. Alright, no more guys. That's cool. That's goofy.